Hey there, Outer Worlders. Today I'm going to help you find Science Adventures Quarterly. It's one of the very first collectible quests that you're given just outside of Fairfield City. If you're stuck and you just want something easy to watch to help solve this problem on your road to 100% the Outer Worlds 2, then this is the video for you. Let's get into it. So I just found this by exploring because I was looking to do another part of the quest. And in order to get to where the actual magazine is, you're going to think like, yes, I can take up this elevator. You could if you have a good engineering skill, or you just do this sort of like jumpy stuff like I did, which is jump all the way up the cliff. And then eventually you're up there and you're like, yes, I finally made it. And then I'm like, this area looks very familiar. You just saw over there, right? I'm actually on my way to investigate the Crabble Cave or Scrabble Cave or Crabble Cave, the things that look like giant crustaceans. I almost want to think like Ariel's partner from Under the Sea, Sebastian, I think is the name. And then this is also, for this quest, that is totally the wrong way to go for investigating the Crabbles, right? But the good thing is I did manage to find this collectible, which I know some people really like to make sure they get everything done in a particular game. I don't think I've ever 100%ed a game, but yeah, this is definitely to help you guys because I'm like, oh, okay, this is pretty interesting. So yeah, you were in this area before, which is why you might have recognized it. There was a guy who was trying to use some grav boots. So this is actually the area where you get the grav boots from. So definitely keep that in mind because those grav boots are pretty essential, I would say, to a lot of the parts in the game. But again, like with any Obsidian game, right, you have choices. So the magazine, right, the Science Adventures Quarterly is in this house right in front of you there. Though at this point in the video, I did not actually know it was actually in there because I was trying to think, okay, maybe if I go into the house, I can get into a cave somehow. And then, so you have an option here, right, which is once you go to the door, you have the brawn option, right, or the engineering option, which I have neither because I went for a science hacking build. And then I open and then, oh my god, Raptidons. I'm using the shotgun for the very first time in this quest, and it's okay. It does not do as much damage as I would like, not to mention only having 5 freaking rounds is honestly not great, but the fire damage is pretty good. Like, this is, by I guess the second time I've used the shotgun, but the first time I've used like a modded shotgun with the fire damage. I'm doing somewhat well. As you can see, Ines, who I'm doing like a side quest for over here. I won't talk about that right now. She's not doing very well compared to Niles. Maybe you want to use Niles for this mission. And then there's a Raptidon Colossus somewhere, so be careful of that. There's the Raptidon Colossus right over there, if I think. Yes, there it is. You can see gigantic Raptidon. This health is like a fair bit. Plus, it has armor as well. So, like, corrosive damage would have been better. I should have used my actual bio pistol, which would have done more damage to that. But you get the 150 XP, which is also pretty nice. So once you kill out all these Raptidons, right, be aware of the Raptidon Colossus. You go inside this house. Again, pretty easy. You're going to find the magazine sitting on somebody's bed. Again, totally out in the middle of nowhere, and you just have to go back to the person you got it from, hand it in, and you've done the quest, and you've got your collectible. So how you guys enjoying the Outer Worlds 2? I'm loving it. I wish I could played more, but I'm playing 2 games at the same time. But anyway, if you found this video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell for Middle Age Gaming. I will be posting weekly videos about the Outer Worlds 2 for as long as I'm able to. And especially since I'm not working for the next few months, that's going to be happening all the time. Thank you guys, as always, for all the support. Check us out on Instagram and see you next time.